rodeo.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary, boy, I'm legendary.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Lawletta now on second. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Lawletta now to throw it. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Lawletta on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And now running right through it. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Boston Scott, his first carry, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Keep bringing it. Stay in there. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Sonic.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ready. White 25. Sonic.
From the gun, Winston. That's complete to Meredith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 23. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. After the run, Lauletta now going to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. first down, Lauletta. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Let's go. It's time to play.
On 1st down, Scott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jameis to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 8 and a 1st down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go now. Hey, sub. Let's go.
First down, Winston. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Easy. Sonic. Hey, sub. Let's go.
On first and 10, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Watch the slant. Where's that? Hey, 58 to the right. Go 58 to the right.
On second down, Winston again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
4 down. Green, triple C. Right over there. Five low. You can't block me.
To the air again with Winston. Staying up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Gerald McCoy. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They find some open field here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
On play action, Winston finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 17 George, watch 17. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Play action now, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
To get a little more pushing. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with a dime look. On defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Blue lady. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
The second down throw for Winston. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Levante David in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go. Right there. 56. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
5-0. Green, triple C. 3 on 3. 5-0. We got it.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Gone! Detroit! Over!
It's Lawlett off play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. They're on to the 2nd half now down in Miami, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawletta. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
A moot point there as they were able to connect. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Winston now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll throw again. Winston. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Winston. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Winston. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Jameis again. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week.